This is the Daily Market Comment here at xm.com by Raf Boyajian. I'm Cristina Marujos. Worries about soaring inflation, supply chain chaos, and slowing growth in China were put on the back burner on Tuesday as investors turned their attention on the Q3 earnings season that kicked off last week with a bang. Shares in America's tech juggernauts closed more than 1% higher on Monday on growing optimism that Q3 will be another bumper season. The S&P 500 also extended its rebound as 80% of the index's constituents that have reported so far all beat their earnings estimates. That optimism will be put to the test later today when Netflix announces its results after the market close. U.S. equity futures were edging higher ahead of Tuesday's earnings, with Asian shares also enjoying a lift from Wall Street's positive mood music. European traders were more cautious, however, with the major bourses mixed at the open. The energy crunch in Europe and Britain remains a major concern for investors, and the broader supply constraints impacting manufacturers don't appear to be easing either. U.S. manufacturers are also feeling the pain of global supply disruptions. However, America is so far not facing soaring energy costs due to it being self-sufficient in supply. If energy prices in the U.S. don't rise significantly and other price pressures prove to be temporary, then the Fed is unlikely to bring forward its first rate hike. In contrast, other central banks, like the Bank of England, will have to respond if higher fuel prices begin to push up inflation expectations, as there would be a bigger risk of inflation becoming stickier. U.S. Treasury yields at the short end of the curve tumbled after the poor industrial output data, as the urgency for the Fed to raise rates sooner rather than later was seen to have receded somewhat, pressuring the U.S. dollar. The dollar index slid to a 3-week low as the greenback declined against all its major peers. The euro climbed above the $1.1650, while the pound was eyeing the $1.38 level. The Australian dollar shot up to more than 1.5-month highs despite dovish meeting minutes by the Reserve Bank of Australia earlier today. But expectations that the Reserve Bank of New Zealand, which could be tempted to hike rates by 50 basis points in November, bolstered the Kiwi, which is today's best performer. Thank you for watching the Daily Market Comment here at xm.com.